This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to session number 4. In session number 1, 9, 2, 2 and 3, just we discussed about the how to find out the required command. That's all. So yesterday only we started a concept about the parameters. Session 1 and 2, simple overview. If you know the keyword of the your GUI mode, like service. So if we do this type of filtration, we know just we started this journey, complete journey, we started with the two commands. That is the get-help and get-command. First step, just do the filtration. Get-help, wildcards, your searching keyword. And then after, from that you can take the commandlet based on the verb-noun. Yes, you will get the like small list of the commandlets. And to get more details, you can take the help option, the commandlet. So this is the session number 1 and 2. Information, simple things. In yesterday's session, we started a concept about the parameters. Parameters are nothing but like a helpers or assistant to main commandlet. Parameters will provide either optional or mandatory input to the commandlet. Either optional or mandatory input to the commandlet. And these parameters we can use at command prompt only. First important point, we can use parameters at command prompt only. And to get more details about the parameters, go to the syntax part of the given commandlet help. In the syntax part, we have a more details. So anything starting with hyphen that we can refer as a parameter. First point, parameter. Anything start in the syntax part, at command prompt also we have a yes. See, if you take PowerShell console in any one of the mode, we have a 3 modes are there. If I'm using any some commandlet, for example, get some any commandlet. If I use tab hyphen tab, if I use, I will get some parameters. See, it is loading. I'm getting some parameters. So these parameters, just use hyphen tab. All these are the parameters. Anything starting with hyphen after the commandlet, that we will call as a parameters. For example, if you don't know how to use a parameter or else, to get more details about the parameters, we have to go to the help document of this given commandlet. So just go to the help document of the given commandlet. When we go to the detail commandlet, whatever that one, see, it will gives to you in this set, one set only there. Here if we have a aggregation, is there something, and some input and a default profile. So here parameters and its input types also there. Parameter after immediately, for example, here see, parameter name after immediately between less than and greater than symbols, we have a data type. Here also parameter after, see, it's a limited one. These two only, this is a technical boundary. Any parameter after you have a open curly braces is there, open and closed curly braces are there, instead of less than and greater than symbols, instead of greater than less than symbol, like here, show details, parameter and its input type. So if we have a curly braces, nothing but these are the two fixed values. For example, if anything string is there, I can type any string in single quotes or double quotes. Any parameter after, otherwise, maybe, yes, I will give general example. Maybe you are thinking in different way. This is one commandlet and its help option. Hyphen name is a parameter. Very immediately we have a less than and greater than symbol between. Data type is there. parameter after anything starting with less than and greater than symbol, that is nothing but input type of the name parameter here. For example, SID is a parameter. Let's take one more example. See here, process name is a parameter and its input type is a name after immediately less than greater than symbols, we have a data type. For example, what is the data type of the computer name here? It is a string. File version info, it is a parameter starting with hyphen after the command letter name. Anything starting with hyphen, we can refer that as a parameter. For example, in these two lines, computer name is a parameter, file version info is a parameter, ID is a one parameter, and module also one parameter. And the next question is, which parameters having the input type? Which parameters having the input type here? So here see, hyphen computer name after, we have a less than and greater than symbols. Data type is here. And next, file version info. See, is there anything after less than and greater than symbol after this parameter? Is there anything
No.
like? So it doesn't have any input type. Based on its design, it is available. The only parameter only available. So next one parameter, next immediately we have a less than and greater than symbols are there. 1 second, sir, small disturbance. Okay, fine. See here, parameters may have the input type or may not also. So that is based on its design. Why? Because now we are discussing default parameters. We are discussing now which are available by default in our system, that commandlets or commands we are discussing. So here very clearly, we in the screen we can identify which parameters having the data type, which parameters not having the data type. That is a one thing. But yesterday I put a question end of the session. So this is also information about the session number 2, whatever we discussed, like command prompt parameters, reset command prompt. Okay, I will write some statements. So resides are available, resides at command prompt, first point, and after the commandlet name at command prompt, anything starting with a hyphen, we refer as a parameter. We will refer as a parameter. And next one is it may contains. It means parameters may contains input type. May not also. And the next one is, the biggest question is how to find out a parameter is mandatory to a commandlet. Before running this one, I want to find out. Yesterday, we executed a commandlet get event log. When we executed get event log, we received a prompt provide the supply values for the following parameter. Second line it is showing us. Just we press Control C, abnormal termination, and now we go to the help document. Okay, here, if you see closely, log name is a parameter, instance ID is a parameter. Same thing, it is asking provide some input, provide the value for the log name. It is a parameter. We need to provide some input, that is a string. Okay, here I am getting the prompt, but my requirement is how to find out before running a commandlet, for a commandlet which parameters are mandatory. Before running that one, how to find out that one. So here we have a two methods are there. First method is get-help, and next one is a whatever the commandlet, your working commandlet. Then after parameter name is parameter. Then searching parameter name without hyphen. For example, get-help. We are working with get-event log parameter. What is the parameter name here? You want to know which parameter information you want to know in the get event log? Which parameter information you want? It's
System
a log.
logs.
I mean, it's a log name. It's a log name parameter. I want to get more details about this parameter. Without hyphen, we should provide. See. When we provide in this way, see, log name is a parameter. It will take in the form of string, and one field will give to you answer required equals to true or false. Required equals to true or false will give to you that is mandatory or not. That is mandatory or not. Required equals to true. Perfect. So if required equals to true, that is a mandatory one here. The same way you can find out the second parameter. Instance ID is there. Instance ID. Please remember the syntax. Get-help, your commandlet name, and parameter instance ID. See, required equals to false. Required equals to false. You can also observe other things. For example, if you want to find out before or as base object, let's see. Same commandlet. Same commandlet as base object. False. Next one is before.
Here can we do the same in a single shot? Like suppose there are multiple parameters are there, so we need like can we do in a single shot?
Yes, definitely we have, but in this approach, this is only one to one only. But method 2 will give to you. Method 2 is the unofficial method.
Your voice is not clear.
Okay, now you can. Others are muted, unmuted. That one. I think now it is clear. Yes. In second method.
Yes, good now.
Yes. Second method, we can give the single. I mean, by the observation, we can give the answer which parameters are mandatory or not. But line number 20 is exclusively for single parameter only. We can give the single parameter information on which parameters are mandatory or not. Okay, now one thing. Okay, if you have more than one or two parameters, maybe here see simple thing. First, direct method is official method is a get-help and parameter name, log name. See, get-help. Every time these white color characters only here commandlet name, whatever the next commandlet, that commandlet you have to type, and parameter name without hyphen you have to type. Not only it provides mandatory or optional, it also gives some other information how to use it. See, this is important information. Sometimes some parameters may have true. Again, there is a one word is available default. Sometimes it displays on the screen required equals to true. Sometimes, even though without that, it is showing as required equals to true, but even though it will work without this parameter, sometimes that time you need detailing you have to read this sentence. Why? Because default also may be available. So, but read here, there is no problem here actually. Specify the name of the one event log. Event log, we have to provide the input. The input should be one of the event log. For example, we don't know the event log. If we good at event log, we can able to see in the GUI mode, we can able to see like all containers names or event names. Yes, if I expand this one, see this is application is there. Some events are available. Okay, if we don't know the GUI mode, I don't know the even single point, what is even I don't know any container or event name, but how to find out that one? See, to find out the log names, we need to provide some input for this one. We have to provide one of the event log. To find out the log names, it is saying that one run this command run this command Yes, when I'm running this command, I can able to see the inputs of the different containers or not. Nothing but folders. Yes, sir. Now tell me, get hyphen event log. Can I use log name now? Yes, if I use the hyphen, I can able to see different type of parameters. Am I right or wrong? I can able to see all parameters or not if I use the hyphen. Yes or no? See. Now I want to provide log name and its input any one of them. For example, application. See, I'm getting the result. I'm getting the result. Control C. Even if I want to create a new local user, before that one observe the local users, right? I want to delete a user, for example. I want to delete a user. Now tell me what is a suitable keyword? Can I use local user? I want to remove one user, which is a suitable one.
Remove local user.
Remove user. Let's take the help document. Okay, here it is saying that one we can remove, delete say local user account. Now tell me which is a suitable one. For example, input object we don't know. You can take the name is there. This is a related one. Observe the second set. Second set. Which is mandated to run this one? First to find out that one. See, remove user. Directly I'm trying to run this one. See, it is asking some parameters. Closely observe here. It is asking some parameter. Which user you want to delete? Which user you want to delete? Is there anything? No. See, when I try to delete a user from this list, name I am using. Name, for example, here test user. Now see the local user. Now there is no test user. Now closely observe here. Some parameters are required. Even one more thing I will give to you. Better example apart from this one. Why? Because there is a parameter binding. New concept is added here in this example. In this example, parameter binding is there somewhere. It is another concept. This is we will see in the functions. I will move to the another example. Okay. I want to create a file, sir. New item is a command letter. New item is a command letter to create a file. So which are mandatory? I mean, okay, this is I am giving to you. This is a command letter to create a file or a directory. This is a command letter. So here, which are mandatory, which are not mandatory? I mean, if I directly write, will it work? It is asking something. Path. Yes, that path is mandatory or not. Observe this one. New item. Parameter. Path. So required equals to false. It is showing. Again, here commanded binding may became. Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is in the optional field only. No, this is not suitable example. Let me give here one
How
thing.
it is optional, it should be compulsory, right?
We should give
Yes,
a path or default path it should take.
yes. Actually, here name and path is mandatory, but path also not mandatory. Name is a mandatory one. See, now it is showing path is optional. It is showing as false or not. But when I
Yes.
try to take name, it is showing as mandatory. See, I'm using only mandatory one. What is the mandatory one in this example now? In these two verifications. In these two verifications, verify name and path. See, if I provide some name, sample data.txt, absolutely it is created. Now see, it is created a file. It is created a file very simply. So how to know
But
this
does it
name
create in the default location or where exactly it will get created? So now it's showing
default
H drive.
in H directory, working directory. In the working directory, this is a one. Even if you want to create somewhere, there we should use the path parameter. For example, if you want to create in another directory, this is a way. If you are not using the path, that is a default one. Okay, now simple conclusion in method one. If you want to find out a parameter is mandatory or not, this is a one example. For example, I want to create a resource group in Azure Cloud, for example. So create a resource group. I'm going to search. First of all, I don't know the command. I know only one thing, resource group. So creation, mostly create or new. These two are suitable one. I want to get more details about the very first one. New AZ resource group. In this set, which are mandatory for this commandlet? Which are mandatory to run this commandlet? That is my target. Which commandlets are mandatory to run this commandlet? So it is loading the help document. Wait. See here, I think it is loading. Okay, now right. Okay, which are mandatory? So what should I write here?
So
Yes.
when query like so when we have
Hyphen name.
multiple parameters,
I'm not getting your point.
so it's me Karthik. So when we have a multiple parameters, so for example, even for Azure resource group creation, so we have a like location, so easy, so everything will be there. So how can we make sure like which are and all mandatory? So does it really require to enter each and every parameter to check whether
No,
it is mandatory or
not
not? So
exactly. That method 2 will
because
give you
if a command has 10 parameters, do I need to enter and check all the 10 parameters and check which are all mandatory? Based on that, I need to execute the command, or how can we make sure?
absolutely. You are correct. If you have a 10 parameters, it will take a very long time to verify everyone. But official method first I'm
Okay.
explaining. First of all, method 1 I'm explaining. So if, for example, in method 1 I am verifying one to one. I am just verifying one to one. Say resource group is there. So is it clear about the method 1? For example, name parameter. Name parameter is mandatory or not here? For example, I'm selecting name parameter. Now tell me, is it
Method one is
mandatory?
clear. Yeah.
Okay, it is mandatory. Even second one also mandatory. For your clarity, it is also mandatory. So this is official method only we have. But method 2, unofficial method, and it's an unofficial method, but easiest method. So simple. With one observation, we can give multiple answers. See, after the commandlet name, any commandlet in the syntax part, especially syntax part, syntax of the given commandlet, commandlet after we have a, for example, parameter 1 and its input is there. For example, closely observe this example. Please concentrate. For example, parameter 2 and its input, parameter 3 parameter 4, parameter 5, it may have input type. So whatever it has means maybe some parameters having input type, some are not having. Whatever it has, it having the input type or may not. Whatever it has, parameter name and its input both are fixed in one pair of open and closed square brackets. We can say that is an optional. Parameter name and input type both are fixed in one what we will call here one open and closed square bracket. So we can say that is an optional one. For example, here only parameter name only fixed. In actually parameter 2 having input type also. But observe here only parameter 2 only in the box square brackets, but its input not available. So then we can say this is a mandatory one. First one is here it is a everything is in the fixed in open and closed square bracket. Everything is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. It is optional.
Anything inside the square bracket is optional. So
exactly everything in the open one parameter point. Everything is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. That is a optional. Now give me answer for here.
so which means only the sorry for the interruption. So which means only the parameters if it is inside the square bracket it is mandatory, you mean to say. So if the input type and parameters are inside the square bracket, it is optional.
Absolutely. So everything is parameter. For example, parameter 1 having name and its input. String is input. Entire thing is fixed in one open square bracket, so it is an optional. Next to parameter 2 having input type and name, but only parameters. For example, this is open square bracket. What about closing? Closing is there? No. Only parameter name in the square bracket. So it is a mandatory. What about the parameter 3? I am not editing anything.
Optional.
Why it is optional? Parameter 3. Whatever it has not, it is fixed. Now give me answer.
It's not under square bracket.
If it is not in the square bracket, what is the meaning? Now what is the parameter 3?
It will not record any input or any
No,
parameter.
let me complete 1 second. Whatever it has, maybe input type or may not. If it is fixed in open and closed square bracket, it is optional. Or if it is not in the square bracket, or if only parameter name in the square bracket, data type is not in the square bracket, parameter name only square bracket, data type is not in the square bracket, it is mandatory. First one. And nothing is there either sides, only parameter name is there, nothing is there, then definitely it is a mandatory or not. What about parameter 5? Parameter name is there and its input type is there. Everything is fixed. Simple question answer. Everything is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. That I want to get that statement. Everything is available in one open and closed square bracket. Whatever it has. Whatever it has, everything is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. Parameter 5. Is it in open and closed square bracket? Everything from beginning to end, like this one is there?
No.
So then after simple one, you don't think about parameter name. See, middle you have a number of square brackets. For example, you have a number of square brackets. Simple answer. For example, parameter 5. From the whatever it has, everything is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. Opening and closing is there. It is internal. It is internal. And it is internal. Now tell me, everything is like in this way. It is there. It is you can say it is optional. See, if you observe the close observation is required. Now tell me, name is a parameter, its input type is there. Now tell me, is it mandatory or optional?
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Mandatory.
Mandatory, absolutely. If we have
Mandatory.
one more square bracket, like in this way, we can say it is a optional.
Optional.
Okay, what about the next one?
Mandatory.
It is
Yeah,
a
location
mandatory.
is also mandatory.
Next, API version,
Optional.
Optional.
default profile.
Optional.
Yeah, that is also optional.
Optional.
Pre,
Post and pre are mandatory, right?
Optional.
which one, sir?
Optional.
Post and pre, they don't have their data type.
Post, see,
They are just
post
in post
whatever it
bracket.
has, yes, whatever it has, it is fixed in one open and closed square bracket or not. Whatever it has.
Okay,
Whatever it
okay,
has, it is fixed in one open and closed square bracket. It is optional.
okay, okay.
Okay, one more example. Okay, in set one only. Don't see the other sets now. Observe the set one. Yes, here
Log name is
First one is
mandatory.
mandatory.
last name is a mandatory one.
Second one is optional.
Instead is optional.
Mostly all are optional remaining. Here, observe the set one.
Path is optional.
What is optional? Absolutely, everything is a one open and closed square bracket. See, this is a one.
Credential
Credential
is
is
also
optional.
Right.
course item
Post is
type
optional.
also.
Optional.
So I have a query like,
Name
so may I
is
know why the
mandatory.
force is optional? Sorry for the interruption.
Definitely, yes. Don't worry. Yes, your question is correct. At advanced level, when we good at grouping concept, I will give to you in single shot answer. Single shot answer I will give to you which are mandatory, which are optional. Single shot answer I will give to you which are available parameters. Okay. So I mean to understand this one, we need to learn other components. Other components we need to learn. I will give to you how to find out
Yeah, understood.
which are.
Sorry for the one more thing. One more thing. So instead of, I mean, is there any command to execute and check which are mandatory or not? So instead of evaluating, see, sometimes human error might be there. So is there any possible way? Is there any command to check which are the exact command? I mean, parameters is really required.
I mean this is the one I'm saying to you. Yes. This is a one commandlet and this new item commandlet parameters. One second.
These are all listing the list of parameters. I just want to know only the true statement parameters.
What is a two statement? True statement. I mean
Yeah, just
mandatory one. One second.
mandatory
I'm
one.
trying
Yeah.
to. One second. Something. One second. Okay, here. One second. Select one object. One second, sir. If it's the no information, but something is there when I'm executing in this way.
Okay.
There are name and value, but one more property also there. In that something is there.
Yeah, it is there. Is mandatory is false.
I will give advanced filtration. Mm, select. Okay, this is a one simple way. I mean, before confusion, I mean filtration. This is a one
So we
command. Yes, simply you can run this command, right? Any command that you can replace here, whatever the command, right? It will give to you all parameters information in the list format, and for every parameter there is a one attribute is there. Is this is a one screen, you will get everything. I think is it clear
can you
now?
show
But
that command once? Get command you to write. Okay.
I think, but no, let me complete. But to understand this one, really we don't know grouping concept, we don't know the dart property, nothing, we don't know even pipeline operator also at this point. Even we don't know what is this operator.
The
We are just
parameters, sir, can you make it a format table? Can we check how it?
yes, that is upcoming topic only. Now, just we covered only first method is the
Okay.
filtration. Today we are discussing parameters only. But to understand this concept, at least we have to go at 8 to 9 sessions. First 8 to 9 sessions are required. But possible or not? Finally, is it possible to see everything in one screen? I mean, one command line
Yeah,
output
it's
is it?
working.
Yes, that is the point. So definitely, I will give to
This
you.
is grouping command, right? So I'm just want to make
Yes,
sure.
right? So
Grouping.
my intention is absolutely your question is valid, but my intention is those who are completely new to this technology, I need to I mean push some things into their mind. That's why I'm starting from the completely zero. And every day I have one habit. Previous session I will repeat like first to 2-3 minutes. So the thing is, first, I mean, after 10 to, I mean, 10 sessions, I can say anyone can do the filtration. Anyone can do that advanced filtration. That is where I can give the guarantee. After completion of only 10 sessions of my training, you can easily find out the commands. But if I directly explain in this way, next day they won't come. So these technologies, it's not good. I mean, they may feel that we are wasting 2000. So that's why definitely every advanced technique I will give to you. It is a 2 months journey, almost 2 months journey. Definitely that is fast. Okay, come back. But actually, what should is how to find out which are mandatory and which are not mandatory? First one method and second method. Please confirm it about these two methods. How to find out a parameter
Yeah,
is
clear. Yeah.
optional for a command.
I have only one query. Last one. See, if the parameters under the square bracket, so without a data type, so that will be considered as optional or mandatory. See, like parameter 4.
Optional. Whatever it has, it is fixed
Option.
in the open and closes. Kishore,
But if
Hari,
next to the parameter 4, if we have any data type, then it will be considered as a parameter. I mean, mandatory, right?
absolutely.
If
If it is
param
available,
4,
if it is, for example, after param 4, if there is an int is there, only bracket is available for param 4.
ah,
Now everything is not fixed in one open and close square bracket. No? So if int type is there, you can say it is a mandatory. But here, whatever it has, it is fixed in one open and close square bracket. Whatever it has, fixed in one open and close square bracket. Whatever it has not fixed, there is no closing bracket. So it is a mandatory, optional.
got it.
Yes, Hari Reddy, please confirm it. Akshay, sir, it is an
Yes,
interactive
sir.
training. Please, something
Yes, sir. I
speak.
got it.
It's interactive. Yes. Some others. Nishant Singh, please confirm it. I am moving to next method based on these parameters.
Yeah, I'm clear now, sir.
Next
What
one.
is
I'm good,
square
Mohan.
bracket inside square bracket?
It's all. See, I will give to maximum situation. For example, parameter name and input is outside. It means, what is this one? Is it optional or sorry, it is mandatory or not? And for
Mandate.
example, see, I will give maximum situations. Parameter and input. Everything in the square bracket. Everything in the square bracket. One open and close the square bracket. You don't think about inside square bracket. Everything is available in open and close the square bracket. Yes. Now it is a optional. Yes. You are saying param 4. For example, there is no input type. For example, one more parameter. There is no, I mean, this line number 41, 42, there is no input type. Now, what is a 41 line number? Is it mandatory or optional? Mandatory or optional?
Optional.
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 Absolutely. And next one is a mandatory one. Whatever it has, it is not fixed in a one open and close square. Sometimes directly you may have like param in. It is a mandatory one. It is a mandatory. So next one, after these two activities, first activity, filtration of the required command letter. First activity is over. Now parameters concept is over. But one more information I am providing here. Just we discussed two types of parameter, but total we have a 4 types of parameters are there. So just we know first one is a mandatory parameter, and second one is a optional parameters. We know these two, but apart from this, we have a other two also there, positional parameters, and the next one is a named parameters. These 3 and 4 we will see at advanced functions concept. You may get different doubts in the third concept. That answer will come from third and fourth, but definitely I will give to you explanation when we get the positional parameter, but detailed information is available at advanced functions concept. Now third concept after first, second, now third one, filtration of the objects. Filtration of the objects. Objects is available in the result only, lines. Any commandlet result. Object we will call any commandlet result only, we will call the object. Filtration of the objects of any commandlet result. Any commandlet result. Again, okay. Don't this one. Any commandlet results with help of the parameters. This is the next concept. How to do the filtration. There are actually two methods are there again here. Basic filtration. Filtration, I mean with the help of parameters. And this concept again leads to us learn one more advanced filtration, that is a pipeline operator. So this area we will see in next session. Tomorrow probably I will complete basic filtration, and we need to understand the advanced filtration. In that advanced filtration, pipeline operator I will cover. This one, pipeline operator. Normally we will call R operator. This one, this operator we will see in next session. I will stop here. Tomorrow we will see filtration concept. Please complete activities on the first and second. Anyhow, at this weekend you will get the assignment. Meanwhile, should good at first concept and second concept. The second concept I covered only two things: how to identify which parameters are mandatory, which are not mandatory. For that we have a two methods are there. For that we have a two methods are there. One is to learn which are mandatory or optional. Optional method is a get-help, your commandlet and commandlet whatever that one, and parameter name without hyphen. And next one, this brackets concept. This brackets concept. Everything is in this bracket. It's an option. Thank you all. I will stop here. We will meet tomorrow.